Hello, friends. Hello, hello. Welcome into the craft studio. I don't even know what I'm talking about. My name is Susan. This is Revive DIY and Upcycle Designs by Sue. I'm so glad you're here joining me tonight. It is not a planned Saturday Night Live, but that's what it ended up being. So on Saturdays, I like to come on and share the exclusive club transfer. It's called Club Couture, and it is a subscription club that I offer. And it is a transfer that only is available to club members. So on Saturdays, I'd like to come on and show a project idea with it so that if you are a club member, you have some ideas. And if you're not, you can check out what it's about to see if it's something you might be interested in. So this is a subscription club. It's $21.99 a month. I wanted to say 95, I don't know why. And with that, you get an exclusive transfer that is only available to designers and club members. This is this month. Sorry, it looks a little beat up, but remember, these are reusable silkscreen transfers, and I have used it. And sometimes when you use the darker colors, the darker pigments, it will stain your transfer. So as long as your silkscreen, this white area is called a silkscreen area, and as long as that is clear, you are fine to be able to reuse it. So that's why we suggest our chalk paste, our ink, or etching cream with your transfers, because otherwise if you use another medium, if you try to use acrylic paint or some other type of paint, you can clog up your screen area, and then you limit the amount of times you can use it. So anyway, just so you know that. And I am sorry I'm on here so late tonight, but I always try to come on if I'm home. Last weekend I was traveling, so I wasn't able to come on and share a project. So that's why I really wanted to get on here tonight. I have been a busy little bee all week long. I procrastinated for months, and my taxes were due. I had filed an extension and they were due today, and the reason I procrastinate is because there's so much to get together, and I have been working myself to the bone until late nights and all days and whatever I could get done. So in between, you know, all my other things that I have to get done. And so I finally got it done tonight, finally got it filed. And now I'm like, okay, I'm going to come on and do a fun, quick project. I could use a little craft therapy. Maybe you could use a craft therapy. I don't know what your day's been like. Hopefully you had a wonderful day. It was beautiful. It looked like anyway, weather-wise. I didn't get out in it, but it looked like a beautiful day, and I am still suffering with allergies. I think working on the computer makes it even worse. The last several days it's been terrible, so I can almost not even barely see out of it because it keeps staying so blurry, and I don't know what's going on. Whatever is going on right now out in the atmosphere, my allergies do not like. So anyway, that's what we're going to do tonight. And I was trying to come up with a fun idea. This is the envelope it comes in your mail. You get the transfer, you get 3 single paste packets, coordinating paste packets with something that will go with your design. And this month it's Rust. I should know these. Storm, I think. No. Is it Rust and Dune? I think it might be Rust, Dune, and perhaps Black Velvet. I should know what that is. But if you want to click the link that is on, let me make sure that link is showing up. Hang on, just real quick, guys. Let me see if that link is showing up. Yeah, here it is, Club Couture. Let me have that one added to it so you can easily grab it. Hang on, guys, if it'll let me. Oh, I've been just. Let's go, show, and done. There we go. Hopefully you guys can see that now. There's a link right on there. It's in the description, and it's also in, I just attached a link real quick. So let me go ahead and share this quickly, which we call sprinkling, to my VIP group, which is just a private crafting group. I'd love to have you join. If you'd like to, there should be a link for that as well. And I'm going to pull it up because now I cannot remember. I'm telling you guys, I am brain dead. I have used all of my brain cells. And so I'm hoping I have some creative brain cells, because my other brain cells, you know, they say right-brained and left-brained, whatever side has been getting overloaded. So the other one is not, hopefully is going to kick in and pick up the slack. Let me see if that's just did that. Did it do it? I told it to pin it. I'm not sure. Yeah, it did pin it. Okay. All right, super. So now let me just see, because now I'm curious what colors it is. Anyway, we're going to try something a little different. There's it. My hands are cold. You know, when you sit, I was warm, much warm earlier because I got a bunch of chores done. I got a lot of chores done. Let me look at it and see if I can see it up here. Not gonna let me look at it. Let's see if I add it to cart. No, I don't really want to add it to my cart. I just want to see what it is. Maybe I need to find a different link. I don't know, guys. I'm not sure if that link is gonna bring us where we want it to or not. There we go. This looks more like what I'm thinking about. Okay, so where's my picture with showing me what it is? Wow, I am really struggling, you guys. It should not be this difficult. Let's see, if I do sign up now, what happens? No, it's not showing me, but it looks like Dune, Storm, and Rust. I think that's the 3 colors based on looking at the example. So I believe that's the 3 colors you will get with it. Yeah. And tonight we're not going to use either of those colors, actually. I do like to show it with different color palettes, and I do like to show it on maybe unusual surfaces or surfaces you wouldn't have originally thought to use it on. When I did my first project of the month, and I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet, but when I did my first project of the month, I did it on a, I don't want to say, it's not really a cutting board, but it kind of is like a cutting board that I just have as decorative in my home. And I did it with as close to the colors as I could get. So very warm autumn feeling colors. Because obviously it is a very warm autumn feeling transfer, I believe. But in one of the examples on the website that it will show you, one of the examples will show you that it done in like a lighter color, like with the white background and then the storm as your accent color. So you can make it whatever colors you want. But I'm thinking, why I picked up this mug this week. I picked it up from, where did I pick it up from? I can't remember where I picked it up from. Does it say on the bottom? I thought I only went 2 places. Oh, it must have been Michael. It must have been at Walmart, because it's Better Homes and Gardens mug. So I picked this mug up because I just thought, well, it's kind of a cool mug. I mean, as you can see, it's already like textured here. This is like a, I don't know what it is, but it's textured down there. And then the top part's smooth, and it's a very neutral. You know, and it's fine just on its own. It's pretty that way. It's got a little, some kind of emblem. I'm not sure what that is, if it's a leaf or what it is. But I thought, you know what? If we're going to do something short and sweet, doesn't take a lot of time to do a project on, and something a little different, maybe we could just use part of this. So I was thinking, you know, I can always use another mug. I love my theme mugs. You guys know I love my theme mugs. So I could do, I don't have any mugs with acorns on it. And you know, when I was shopping the other day, I saw an owl, and I saw an owl and a mushroom, which I have both of those, and I did not see any with acorns on it, but I love acorns. And how fun would that be to just throw maybe a little bit? Now, obviously, I'm not going to be able to do any kind of project on this section because I don't think it will, because it's textured already, I don't think it would grab the ink. So we're going to use some ink that I have on hand, and these are the 2 colors I picked. Again, very kind of not necessarily what you would consider for fall, but as I've told you before, I have teal in my home. So I like to incorporate teal into my decorating scheme. So that makes me happy. So I'm going to add a little teal to mine, and we're going to use the shimmer copper. And these are both inks. So what I'll do is I'll do the project, I'll let it dry, and then I will heat set it, and then it will be permanent. So I love making mugs. You guys, if you come around here at all, you know I love making mugs. So what do I do to prepare a mug? Obviously, it should be, I haven't washed it in the sink or anything, it's brand new, but it might have finger oils on it. So I usually take like an eyeglass cleaning Or you can just get a little Windex or something that where you can just clean it and make it kind of with nothing on it, no residue on it, whether it be oils or soaps or anything like that. So clean your surface before you ink on it, especially if you're doing a mug or something that's made out of material like that, ceramic or glass or something. And I will want to, I'm not even going to use the top part, I'm not going to use the words. I do have a couple other ideas for this, but I knew I couldn't do it tonight. It's too late, and I don't think it would turn out well. I don't think I have it in me, especially my eye doing the way it is. So we are going to fuzz it though, because when you use your transfers on glass or ceramic or plastic or metal, they like to really grab. And even though I've used this transfer once before, this would be really pretty on a t-shirt too. And I don't know if you ever think about doing anything with flannels. This is just a dress shirt that's oversized. I've had it for years and years and years. I love having things like this from the thrift store that I can just throw on over top of something I'm wearing if it's a little chilly. I like that look. And it's not flannel, but I have done a lot of projects on flannel, on the back of flannel, where you can bleach it out, and then this would look really pretty on the right color flannel. You could bleach out the section, spray some bleach on the section, kind of like I did with the Halloween t-shirt, and then you could do this on it with an ink. So that would be very cool. And you guys, I forgot to put my Do Not Disturb on, so let me put that on, because I see I'm getting a text. And I don't want to get a distraction. So there we go. So I am going to fuzz it because I don't want it to stretch my transfer. Now the monthly club, it comes automatically. Once you've signed up, it will come automatically every month. Now that first time you sign up, you're going to get this. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, you're going to get, your very first time you sign up, you're going to get a mini squeegee, which is what you need to apply your chalk paste with. It's what we use for all of our projects. So you get a mini squeegee. That's what one looks like. You'll get 3 paste packets and you'll get this. And then after that, you'll always, every month, it will just send out automatically. It gets shipped out around the 9th of the month. I'll be honest with you, I have not gotten mine yet. This is my designer one that I get ahead of time, but I have not gotten my club. I also get a club subscription. I have not gotten that yet. So it should be here anytime. But it goes out the 9th of the month. And we also always offer specials, some kind of special deal, or trying to decide if I want them to face down towards me. I'm just going to use I'm working on this part up here. And I'm really just going to use the acorns. I'm not going to use the leaves on all of it. I'm just going to use the acorns. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to place it. And I'm only staying on this top part, as you can see. And our transfers are flexible, they're self-adhesive. So that makes it easy to work on rounded surfaces like this. So I'm just kind of thinking, what do I want to be able to see? I want these acorns here and maybe a little bit of the branch. I might do the branch. I might take the branch over all the way. I might go ahead and do this and all the branch across here. Not all of necessarily all the leaves and all the stuff in between. So let me get a little bit of this, because I don't want to forget what I'm doing. I'm a very visual person, so if I see it, I automatically start doing it. But if I have something there blocking it that will help me remember not to do it, then I should be better off. So I'm going to put this here to remind me not to do that one. And I think I'm going to put this here. And you might not like these colors. That's the cool thing about DIY, is you can do whatever colors work for you. Now, obviously, there are not such a thing as blue stems, but I just want to have a little bit of, I want some color. I don't think I'm going to use any leaves, you guys. I was thinking about it, but I don't think I am. I don't think I'm going to use any of the leaves on this part anyway. I'm going to use the branch. I kind of like the branch being in it. And I probably won't even use that little acorn guy up there. So I'm just blocking off some areas, and this is just painter's tape, just to remind me not to go there with my ink. And then as it flips around here, I'm probably, once I finish that part, I'll stop and then I'll bring it, I might only go up to there. I haven't thought this through, you guys. I just was like, hey, why don't I grab that mug and why don't I grab the transfer and let me see what I can do. I still need to eat something. I have barely eaten today. All right. So we're going to go with that, and then I'm going to flip it over. I'll just have to be super careful when I go to do the other side. And we're going to use our copper, and I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use the teal on this. I'm going to try to use the teal on the stem. And I'm actually going to pull out a couple of my tools that are even smaller because I have them and I can use them, and I like better control of them. And a lot of times I will take my fuzzing cloth and I will use that as a way to hold, if I have a mug or something like that, I'll use it as a way to hold it. So just be careful when you're working with ink. Make sure you always have something to wipe your hands on. If you're worried about getting it on your clothes, make sure you wear something protective. You know, think of art class, you know, when you used to do that, and try to protect your clothes. I'm going to try to be really careful. Isn't that gorgeous? That's shimmer copper. We do have that in an ink form. And I'm just going to use my multi-purpose tool and take it right out and start going. You know, you can pick up mugs so inexpensively, and it's just so fun to be able to kind of create your own. I like having a variety. I mean, it's not that I don't ever buy mugs, because I do still buy mugs. I actually have bought 3 this week, but it's also really fun to create your own designs. And even, like I said, looking at what's out there, seeing what kind of, oh yeah, I like the way that looks, you know, when you see, if you see an owl with a mushroom, oh, I kind of like how that looks. Maybe I'll do that. Just to get you some ideas. I get inspiration all the time from going out and looking at things. I don't always buy it. Sometimes I get inspired by it and say, oh, let me see if I can create something similar. Or I like this part of it, but I didn't like that part of it. So we're just going to throw a little bit of teal. Oh, forgot to show you guys. It's actually called Tide, but it's basically a dark teal. And I'm just going to throw a little bit of that in here on the stems, just because I want to pop a color. Just because I wanted something a little different. I'd love to hear what y'all did today. Let me know in comments what you did with your fall day, your wonderful fall weekend. October the 15th. I cannot believe we're halfway through the month, and I feel like we are just like steamrolling ahead towards Christmas. I have a feeling it's just like, I don't know if you guys get that way, but sometimes when I think about, I think I saw a post this week that said, or maybe it was even last weekend, for the 11 Saturdays, so that means like 10 Saturdays until Christmas. And when you think about that, it like makes me have anxiety because I know how much has to get done between now and Christmas. I don't know if you guys feel that way. I'm like, gosh, I'm not even ready for Halloween. What do you mean Christmas? And then when the retailers, you know, they started this week again with the pushing some of the sales. Oh, it just gives me anxiety because it makes you feel like you're behind, and you're not. Does anybody else get that way? I try not to succumb to peer pressure because I don't usually, but excuse me, it doesn't mean it doesn't affect me somehow. See how I'm doing, guys? I'm just kind of where I want it. where I want it to be. I'm not even using the whole design, I'm just using part of it. I could have made the leaves green, blue, or teal, but I definitely didn't want to do that. I really want to focus on the acorns. So I think that's about as far as I'm going to go with that. So there's my shimmer copper, and then you see a little hint of teal. It's not going to be like really in your face, but it's going to be, you're going to see it. I don't know it's there. So I'm going to take this part off. I'm feeling like I might need something. Oh, I do. Oh, we're going to come back around there with it. I'm like, I need something over there. That's right. I'm looking at the wrong side. Okay, so here's the cool part, guys. Look at it. See? It's going to be real subtle there. And then we got a bam. We got some acorns there. Right? And a little hint around there. And now I got to be super careful. I may actually even go ahead and dry that section a little bit just to be sure. I probably ought to get my new little handy dandy dryer. I used that the other day, guys, with the ink project that I did this week with the Halloween. I used it. Just gonna dry it a little bit just to make sure I don't smear it. It'll still need to dry. I usually let it cure, is what I call it, curing. Drying 24 hours before I put it in the oven to heat set it. Oh. And if there's ever any little smears or problems, I clean it up after it's dried before I heat set it. I use my little detail tool that I've shown you guys before. It has that sharp point on the end. I'm so glad I got that done and out of the way. And now tomorrow I can focus on some other things that I really want and need to do. I've been all consumed with any bit of spare time working on and I have vowed to start earlier next year. I do that every year. I'm like, oh, I am not going to wait this late. Usually I'm rushing it in April, but I knew with the new business I definitely needed more time to prepare this year. But now that I've kind of got a method kind of going, that's the hardest part, right? Coming up with your method. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can make this work with these other acorn guys. Let's see how I can do it. I don't want to mess up what I already have going on. But I kind of want to have it join. Bear with me a minute, y'all. I can make this happen. Nope, not that one because I want them going downwards. So I want to grab this part of it. I'm going to move my painter's tape while I'm adjusting it. And if you guys are catching this on replay, would you put hashtag replay? And don't forget to hit that heart button, you guys. I would so appreciate it. I love coming on here and sharing ideas with you guys. And this really is exactly the break that my mind needed. This can make the worst day turn around, in my opinion. Crafting does. It wasn't the worst day. I did get to see a friend for a little while, so that was nice, and have a chat and catch up. That was a nice little brain break as well. But other than that, I haven't had much time for anything else. All right. I'm going to try to show you guys what I've got going on over here. So now what I've done was I've tried to join my stem here to what I already did, and I'm just going to pick up these acorns here. Hang on, guys. Need some more tape. I'm going to pick up these acorns here. And a little bit of that stem. Then we'll be done. Won't take long at all. All right, so let me get my teal again, or my tide color, and work on the stem. I can do it so y'all can see. You guys can probably see better than me right now just because of my eye. Anybody has any tips for the allergies? Just every year I suffer. I keep trying stuff and it just doesn't work. I mean, I wasn't even outside all day yesterday or today. I bet I wasn't outside more than 5 minutes. I don't even know if I was outside 5 minutes either day. Maybe that's the problem. I need to be outside more. Need fresh air. Okay. So just did a little bit of the tide. Now I'm really trying to make sure I can hold on to this without hitting what I've done over there. Try to show you guys. And I'm holding it off the table because I'm worried I'm gonna touch it. A little bit more. And a little bit goes a long way. It doesn't take much. Okay, we're done. The copper. A little bit more stem. I think I'm going to bring it down here a little further. And this is going to be kind of a cool design. It'll be just completely unique. All right, let's see how that turned out. We'll see. Let's see where I painted. All right, guys, let's see. Let me get this off of here without it. have a completely cool and unique mug. And that brings me joy. You might as well do the things that bring you joy, you guys. Give it a chance. Give it a try. So I will let this set up, let it dry, 24 hours. I'll go back and clean up any little smudges, which does happen, even for me. And then I will heat set it. If you need any information on this project, anything that I've used in the project in addition to the club you have the link for. But if you have questions about any of the other items I used, the ink that I used, please feel free to ask. And if you need instructions on how to heat set, I can give you that as well. So send me a message and I'll be glad to respond to you. Otherwise, that's our project with our club for today, for this week. I hope you guys like it. And you'll hit that heart button and come back and see me Monday. Monday. We're going to do something more fun. We're going to do something a little more extensive. So I got a couple really cool projects that we got to get done this week that I really want to get done this week. They're going to be Halloween, so we want to get them done. But that's all I got for you today. Thanks for letting me come into your world for just a little while, you guys. Thanks for joining me this late. I hope you enjoy this idea. And I hope until I see you next time, you'll be safe, you'll be healthy, and you'll be blessed. And listen, get yourself some rest tomorrow. I'm going to try. I do have things I need to get done, but I'm going to try to give myself a little break tomorrow. So I hope you do too. And we'll come back and face the week all refreshed, right? Sound like a good plan? And it's supposed to be 80 here tomorrow, you guys. Oh my goodness, 80 degrees again. All right. Well, thanks, guys. Have a great Saturday night and enjoy your Sunday. I'll see you soon. Be blessed.